Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Today for the board game content, I am going to take another look at um, Too Many Bones. But this time I wanted to take a look at Too Many Bones 40 Days in Daelore, or Daelore, my bad, as well as this Too Many Bones Ally Pack. This is brand new. So this is all content that just recently got released. So we're going to take a look at what's inside of here, which is pretty simple. And then this one's not new, 40 Days in Daelore, but I didn't see a whole lot of pictures online for it, so I wanted to take a look inside just to show you what we have in here, just for the sake of, clearing it up so that if you want to purchase it, you can, or at least you'll know what's inside and know whether it's worth it to you. When I was looking up the Too Many Bones expansions and stuff like that, I wanted to stick closely to the core of the game, because there's quite a few expansions, but some of the expansions, like for instance the Tyranny expansion or the Splice and Dice expansion, add levels to the game that I'm not necessarily ready to add to the game just yet. Specifically like Splice and Dice, but the Tyranny expansion also adds like a whole quest mechanic, and I just wasn't really super interested in that yet, considering that I'm just barely jumping into the content of this game. So when I was looking at expansions, I found 40 Days in Daelore as something as just kind of like an addition to the game, as opposed to adding new mechanics. What it does is it just adds more baddies and encounters to the game. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. But like I said, it was not super easy to find a lot of pictures of what you were going to receive inside the box. So I'm just kind of do a video here so that you can kind of see what we got here. So this is basically what's in the box, and we're going to go over the contents in detail. But we have this little plastic vial with some chips in here. These are going to be the new baddies that we had. And I have to admit, this plastic vial is really cool. It's definitely a waste of plastic, but for sure it's along the same lines as the rest of the game, where everything is plastic, and it's an interesting way to do your components. It's definitely different for this game. And then of course the encounter cards in here are in a plastic box as well. Underneath the insert, we have a plastic cheat sheet for the baddie skills and encounter terms, just so you can go down them and see what's new in here. And then on the back side, let's see, it is the baddie skills and encounter terms and icons, so just some more stuff to help suss out the different things that you're going to see on these cards. And as I said, it's plastic. Just kind of the same thing as this whole game is about, is just having a whole bunch of really crazy nice plastic components that, I mean, they don't necessarily have to be plastic, but it's kind of neat that they are. And if you do have the chance to pick it up, it's definitely a pretty neat conversation piece at the very least. I think it's pretty cool, despite the fact that it really does bloat the cost of the game. It could be one of those grail games for some people, or it's just a really interesting looking game. I don't know how else to say it. It's expensive, and the tactile feeling of it is incredible, but it's not meant for everybody. So these guys, let's see, they're all, it looks like they might be, okay, so we got some level 5s, we got some level 1s, some level 20s here. I'm going to sort these out really quick. Another level 20. So we got a variety of different types of baddies here. The level 1 baddies are obviously the easy sauce baddies. These guys are the ones that are super common. So we got our owlbear cub. We got some bog ribbits. We got a tipsy troll. We got an orc dandy. Some more bog ribbits. And a goblin pyro. So those are level 1 additional baddies. Then our level 5 baddies, we have a orc axebreaker, a bog deserter, a troll brewmaster, a dragon igniter. I'm actually surprised he's only a level 5. And an orc skullbreaker. And then amongst the, we got 4 new level 20s here, and one of those is going to be our kobold infiltrator. We got an orc bloodlord, a goblin dealer, and a troll usurper. He's really tough too. It's crazy. So those are the new baddies that we're going to see in 40 Days in Daelore. This little carrying case is quite handy, quite nifty. Put the insert back in. Now let's take a look at these cards. So yeah, we got another plastic tuck box, which is kind of neat. Then, as I had mentioned in a previous video, the cards are all plastic because, as I mentioned also in a previous video, all of the components in this game are plastic. So, you know, definitely waterproof. You don't have to worry about it if someone accidentally spills a liquid on your table. Let's see, welcome. This expansion for Too Many Bones adds more baddies and more encounters to your game. Here's how to integrate 40 Days in Daelore into your Too Many Bones. So you can, it gives you instructions on how to add this into your game so that you're not, I assume this so that you're not making it too hard for yourself, because the game is already pretty difficult. Anyway, we got Slap Happy, The Lost Woods, Don't Wake Daddy Dragon, Stared Silly, or yeah, it's Stared Silly, A Casual Stroll Down a Difficult Path, Tough Trip, Rotten Hoggets, Quacking in Our Boots, Quaking, Quacking, Quaking, Quacking, Quaking. We're gonna go with Quaking in Our Boots. Because I don't see a C in there, which means it's not quacking. This blows. Feeling Trapped. Up to Our Neck in Wrecked Mechs. We're Cooked. Drellin's Wake. Loot Crate Hate. Hello, Darkness. Beaten and Sold. Contraband. Smoke Signals. Double or Nothing. Garbage Day. Up on the Housetop. Dissension in the Ranks. Strongman Contest. Tipsy Turvy. Wedding Thrashers. The Smoking Gun. Weather Predictions. DeLorean Health Share Program. It's all connected. Stick to the script. The Break is a Lie. Perilous Pokers, Circuit Breaker, The Old Stomping Grounds, Get Buff, a Goblin Investment. We have some special encounters here. This one is Something's Brewing. And then we have some Tyrant encounters here. The Bog Lord's Abode, followed by Full Moon over Daelore. And you got Serped. Take a brief look at the back here so that you guys can see. And you can just pause through the video if you have any questions about what these do. There's a lot of these only option quests, or encounters, I should say. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Okay, so that is the new encounters. Like I said, it comes with a card in here that tells you how to mix these together. That is what you're going to get in 40 Days of Daelore. So you're going to get a whole bunch of new encounters in a nice little plastic tuck box, as well as a whole bunch of new baddies to add to your game to kind of create some variety here, which again, they come in this nice big plastic vial. Completely unnecessary, but I mean, as far as like coolness factor is concerned, this is definitely a cool game. And then obviously underneath here, you're going to have your kind of like a crib sheet, I guess, of what each of the baddies do and whatnot. So in case you were wondering what 40 Days of Daelore is, it's just kind of an addition. It is one of the few true expansions in here, whereas some of the other ones are kind of more of an addition that adds new mechanics. This won't add necessarily new mechanics, is I guess where I'm going with that. And then alongside that, I bought this ally pack, and I want to show you what it is, but it's kind of self-explanatory, and it also says it on the front. So there are a couple characters specifically, and you can see here where it says there's characters by the name of Tink and Gilly, and Tink has little spider bots that he creates, and Gilly has companions that he can summon up. And so these are the chips for them, because in the original expansions for those characters, you were supposed to take the dice that represented those creatures or spider bots and place them on top of a stack of health chips, which took that dice away from you. This kind of remedies that situation by giving you the chip version of those creatures so that you can put them on top of the health stack in lieu of the dice. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open so we can take a look at it. See if I did that successfully. It seems that I have. So, let's see if we can open this guy. So this should have a total of 6 chips in it. Yep, okay, 6 chips. It was about a $10 investment, and like I said, that seems pretty steep. And for the record, if you think about it, you know, $10 for 6 of these little chips is kind of a steep price. But again, it's because of the plastic. It's because of, you know, the tactile feel of it and whatnot. So, you know, if you're kind of going into this game feeling like, I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money, or, it's probably not meant for you. This is going to be the type of game for someone who really wants to honestly have a centerpiece in their collection. It's going to be up there with games like Kingdom Death, because they're just absolutely over the top in quality and content, and you name it. So we're going to take a look at these. We got the Grublet Spiderbot 1.0, and then on the back side we have Grublet Spiderbot 1.0. So the question is, what makes them different? And there appears to be, aside from some coloring here, no real difference. Unless, of course, this backside is the knocked out side, which would make sense to me. And then we skipped one. We're going to switch over here. We got the Gatling Spiderbot 2.0. And we have the backside to that. And then we have the Jericho Spiderbot 3.0. And then the backside to that guy. And then, so these are Tink's creations. Tink is one that I recently bought, and if you'd like to see an unboxing video for that, just let me know in the comments below. So this is Tink. He creates spider bots, and these are his companions. Okay. The next one is going to be for Gilly. Gilly has Talon, who is a falcon. And then here is going to be the back side to that. He's got Growls, which is a tiger. And again, the back side. And finally, he's got Little Yeti, which I believe is a Wolverine. But I am not 100% sure. There's a little discrepancy in there. It's weird. Like I said, I don't know if it's a Wolverine. It could be a bear, but I'm pretty sure it's a Wolverine. Backside. Very cool. And Gilly is a character that I already have, I think, that I can actually grab right now and show you. So give me 1 second here. So we have Gilly right here. Yeah, so this is Gilly. And again, these are his companions. So previously what you would do is you would just use the die that summoned the companions, and you would put it on top of a pile of health chips, but this just gives you a chip to put on top of there. It's mostly just a cosmetic fix, but it's really an interesting one. Now again, if these characters that I have right here are something you want to see a video for, definitely hit me up in the comments below, because I will do unboxings for them. I do have Gilly, Tink, Nugget, the Lab Rats, and whatever the mech was called as well, that I could do unboxings for. And you know, I hadn't really planned on doing that, but again, if you would like to see the contents of these, just let me know. Because I'd love to just, you know, it's all about throwing out that content for everyone that wants to see it. But anyway, that is Too Many Bones, the Ally Pack, which is brand spanking new. I'm telling you, it just came in late September. So if you already have Gilly and you already have Tink, I would highly suggest picking these up, just because it gives you that alternative to put down there, as opposed to having to put the dice on the stacks. And obviously 40 Days of Daelore. Again, 40 Days of Daelore isn't new content, but it is definitely something that I didn't see a whole lot of you know, pictures and coverage on, and I wanted to see. I know that I was curious about what was inside the box, so I figured I'd throw that out there so that everyone else could see what was inside the box on a video. So yeah, If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. You'll receive notifications every time I do a video. And I do videos for board games and card games alike. And if you feel like I'm someone you would like to support and see more content from, please hit me up on my Patreon page. I have it under the same name, Uncommon Ramen. And you can help support me there so I can bring more of this content to you. And that's pretty much it, folks. Until next time. Peace.